Hello friends, I'm Marina and that's Sakramel School. I'm going to tell you about a terrible mistake a person can make when it comes to dual forms. Prepare for a makeover and a cool nail design. Let's begin. Here are the nails for today. They were strengthened with gel, but unfortunately the middle nail peeled off. It happened because of the dual form a nail technician used to extend it. So, what disastrous mistake did she make with it? My model felt severe pain in the nail soon after the visit to the nail tech. It felt tight on the sides. It was so painful that she even considered detaching the coating together with the natural nail. No need to remove the nail, but let's remove the coating to find out what is wrong with it. What might have caused that amount of discomfort? It's a recurring problem when it comes to dual forms. Actually, it might have been the size of the dual form that caused severe pain. It simply did not fit. Imagine this: the dual form is too slim, and in order to make it fit the nail, a nail tech presses on the form until it feels right and tight. But the nail ends up being squeezed inside the dual form. It's naturally shrinking because of that material. It may be the reason why it causes compression and feels tight, which is pretty serious since it may eventually result in onycholysis on the sides and sometimes the free edge, which in turn may cause severe lifting. It happened to this coating when I began to file it down, and now I have to remove it all. Besides, there is almost no gel left on the free edge in this case, so there is no point in keeping it. I clip it off completely and shape it with a nail file to prep it for the next step. A longitudinal curve is not the only guideline in terms of size. A transverse one matters too. Speaking of these particular nails, they have a wide transverse curve. They are not flat naturally. So imagine using a flat dual form, the one that does not fit the natural curve of the nail. And you have to press down on the nail plate hard, which again results in compression and discomfort. Have you ever had that kind of pain in the nail? I personally had it once, when I did my claw nails actually. They felt super tight for 2 days because there were too many layers of gel. I cured the first one well, but it still was a mistake. It can happen anytime when the dual forms don't fit the nails, so be careful with the size. Let's remove the cuticle that is rather thin and small. I'll be using an e-file and no cutting tools today to achieve a desired result. If you make no mistakes, in the end, you will be proud of an impeccable cuticle work. We teach the art of manicure at our live and online courses. Do you like manicure and nail extensions? If you do, join my new online course on nail sculpting, from zero to pro, and get your certificate. The course is available worldwide. For more information, click the link in the description box below. I apply adhesive products and a rubber base coat. I go for a low acid one. The nail plate is damaged and has white spots. So let's see how it goes, whether it's going to last long or not. I can't say for sure this base coat will work for these nails. The transition should be gradual. Be patient when switching from highly acidic to low acid products. It is possible to use gel as a base coat too. I talk about every aspect of that transition in my course. Check it out to learn more about a hard gel manicure. I will teach you how, by keeping the coating on and letting the nail grow slowly but steadily under it, you can finally switch from aggressive base coats to low acid and safe ones, or maybe use gel instead as a base coat. The link to my course is, as always, in the description box below. The nails are naturally curved. The side walls are paper thin and the tips curve down. I need to strengthen the sides of the nails by building them up and lengthening them. I also strengthen the free edge to make it high enough. If I had skipped all of that and used gel as a base coat to simply cover up the nails, the side walls would be too fragile. They would be too thin and highly prone to cracking, and probably would crack. Our task is to strengthen them. They look messy now, but I will file the nail surface. I had two techniques to choose from, to be honest. I considered dual forms but then decided to strengthen the nails with gel by hand. When we use dual forms, we don't file the nail surface a lot, just the cuticle zone. We also slim down the underside if needed. But without dual forms, we file the nail surface a lot. I will use a paper form to extend the broken nail. I cut it down deeper and put it on the nail plate. By the way, my previous video was about the use of paper forms, a perfect guide to nail extensions, step by step, from A to Z, beginner friendly. If you want to discover the art of nail extensions, watch more videos related to the subject on my channel. I'm using the same gel to elongate the free edge. It comes first. I keep it translucent to get a beautiful C curve. Remember that lift-in in the center of the nail. I don't take any risks and choose not to sculpt it from the cuticle to the edge, to prevent the center from staying wet after curing. Given that the nail is damaged and sensitive and has white spots, I operate on it in two steps. First, I fill in the center and elongate the free edge. Remove the paper form. Then I sculpt the main part. Paint the nail over and add more gel to it. Stretch it out a bit to cover the stress zone. And make it disappear on the way to the free edge. I don't need to perfect it. Later, I will touch it up by filing the sidewalls and shaping the tip and the nail surface. I don't waste time now, but here's the thing. I make sure that it's not too bad. I create a nice shape that is pretty defined and the surface that is almost even. I will file it quickly. Let me show you how to speed things up a little bit if the nail got too thick. Use a purple carbide drill bit that you usually remove the gel with. First, shorten the free edge if needed, slim down the sidewalls, and touch up the nail surface to make it smooth enough to polish it less with a file. In fact, we could do that with a nail file pretty quickly too, given that the surface is not bulky. Okay, that's the motto. Move your hand, not your nail file. Don't make the nail too thick or thin, and try not to mess up the nail structure. I define the nail shape first, the sidewalls, and I polish the nail surface where I don't like it. I love to file the nails to define the shape. I think it makes them look more expensive, elegant, and beautiful. I hate it when there is a slope from the apex to the free edge. It makes the nails look as if they curve down. And I like to define them to avoid that shape. Speaking of the shape, I define the edge and cut down the natural nail. The girl's nails curl naturally under the gel, which often results in lift-in on the sidewalls. So I remove the natural nail to slim down the edge to get that desired C curve. Here's an intermediate result. Look at this stunning nail shape. Let's complete it with nail art. I'm going to need a cat eye gel polish today. Follow me on social media to learn more about my favorite products. You will find a link in the description box below. Don't miss out on it. Join for more useful tips and exciting manicure content. I post way more often there than on my YouTube channel. Let's apply a magnet to activate the gel polish. We need the entire nail to have that cat eye glow. Sadly, you can't see it via a camera lens now, but in the end you will, and I hope you all enjoy that shimmery pattern. You need to look at it from different angles to catch that cat eye glow. I paint two thin coats over the nail surface to keep it rather slim. Next, I grab a black gel polish and paint a thin French tip. We need to keep it thin to add more elements to it. When I add waterslide decals, you will see the complete set. I think black looks amazing on top of this particular pink. The French tip is bold, edgy, and eye-catching. What do you think of black French tips? This nail design is one of my favorite to paint. I really enjoy it on people. I don't paint French tips over my nails that often. I think I like them better on others. And what about you? It's time to add decals shaped like French tips. I know they are not that popular anymore, but I really wanted to try these smoky smile lines out. I think they will look great with the black tips. I soak the decals in water and use a flat brush for gel to attach them. I adhere the decal to the tacky residue from the gel polish. By the way, yesterday I came across a short video with a life hack for waterslide decals. How convenient! A girl put her sliders on a soaking wet tissue. I mean the entire sheet. Then she simply detached the elements one by one. It seemed effortless, but I guess it will only work for kiss cut decals, which unfortunately is not the case for this particular sheet. They are not cut through the adhesive layer or paper, so it's not the right type of decals for that hack. But I recommend you try it on your waterslide decals to speed things up. I will give it a shot when I find the right sliders. Here's the final look. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it like we did. And check out more useful videos on my channel. Wishing you all beautiful nails. Good luck! Bye bye!